Hi everyone, today is October 12th, 2015. Today is my first day of my video blog, and this is my journey to find ultimate faith, hopefully, and I'm going to do that through reading some scripture and then talking about a certain topic of the day. So bear with me as I read John chapter 1. The goal for this whole idea is to not only find stronger faith within myself, but also to help you guys find it, and hopefully we'll start a viewer questions and I can answer them as best as I can as I do research and stuff like that for you for them. Yeah, let's just start. Let's just go with it. I have gone through so many different things in my life, anxiety, depression, eating disorders, bad boyfriends, you name it. So I am extremely normal, but I'm also extremely not normal at the same time. So it was about, I want to say, a couple days ago that I decided that I needed to do something and step out in faith. And so I am today starting the video blog, and this is actually a result of talking to a pastor from Pastor Raul Reef's church, and just coming to him and asking him a lot of different questions that I'm sure he probably was like, whoa, 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 but he was really nice, and he just said, hey, Erica, you need to commit. And that was basically it. You got to choose. Do you believe or don't you believe? And I think for a very, very long time I've been walking right in the middle of this, and it's been very confusing, and I just want some answers. And I'm pretty sure that most of you do too. So let's just read. He said start John chapter 1, so I just figured I'd just read with you guys. And let's see where it takes us. That's about it. That's all I got. I am currently a student, an art student, and my focus is advertising. I did go to school early on, for fashion illustration. I've always been fascinated with philosophy, and in that there's theology and psychology and a lot of different topics. And so that's just a little bit about myself. Let's see, I have 3 brother and sister. My brother's name is Matt, and my sister named Jenna, and my older sister's name is Jackie. My mom and dad, Adriana and Ruben. So that's just a little bit about me. I grew up in Southern California, Palm Springs. I've moved back and forth and everywhere, from San Diego to LA to back to the desert to Temecula, and finally I feel like I'm back in Temecula. So, anywho, without further ado, let's read John chapter 1 together. So the title of this, it's on the BibleGateway.com. And the title of it says New International Version, or NIV, says the Word became flesh. So let's begin. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was with God in the beginning. Through him all things were made. Without him nothing was made that has been made. In him was life, and that life was the light of all mankind. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. There was a man sent from God who said his name was John. He came as a witness to testify concerning that light, so that through him all might believe. He himself was not the light. He came only as a witness to the light. The true light that gives light to everyone was coming into the world. He was in the world, and through the world was made through him. The world did not recognize him. He came to which was his own, but his own did not receive him. Yet to all who did receive him, to those who believe in his name, he gave the right to become children of God, children born not of a natural descent, nor of a human decision or husband's will, but born of God. The Word became flesh and made his dwelling among us. We have seen his glory, and the glory of one and his only Son, who came from the Father, full of grace and truth. John testified concerning him. He cried out, saying, "This is the one I spoke about when I said, He who comes after me has surpassed me because he was before me. Out of his fullness we have all received the grace in place of grace already given. For the law was given through Moses. Grace and the truth came through Jesus Christ. No one has ever seen God but the one and only Son, who is himself God and in his closest relationship with the Father has made him known. So that is John chapter 1, 1 through 18. And I guess, what does that mean? I mean, I guess it means John was coming to witness God as he came to be the light of the world. So, pretty interesting stuff. Tomorrow we'll read verses 19 through 28 entitled John the Baptist Denies the Messiah. I also wanted to talk about the topic of faith today. I was doing some research and it said that the Old Testament King James, the Bible, mentions faith, which would be the topic, 247 times. The dictionary definition states complete trust or confidence in something or someone. So I don't know about you, but I would love complete trust in the Lord, and so that is the goal for this video, or this video blog for the year. I also want to read you a few quotes from some inspirational people about faith. So, for Sir Martin Luther King, faith is taking the first step even when you don't see the whole staircase. Mother Teresa said, "Be faithful in small things because it is in them that your strength lies." St. Augustine, faith is to believe what you do not see. The reward of this faith is to see what you believe. Pretty powerful, I like that one. Thomas Aquinas, pretty cool philosopher, pretty sure, said, to one who has faith, no explanation is necessary. To one without faith, no explanation is possible. Kelly Clarkson said, God will never give you anything you can't handle, so don't stress. Profound words. Alan Watts, to have faith is to trust yourself to the water. When you swim, you don't grab hold of the water, because if you do, you will sink and drown. Instead, you relax and float. Gandhi said, there is nothing that wastes the body like worry, and one who has any faith in God should be ashamed to worry about anything whatsoever. Boy, get that one down. Faith consists in believing when it is beyond the power of reason to believe. Voltaire. So there were a few quotes from some people about faith. I guess I've heard faith talked about throughout my entire life, and I'll tell you what, there are certain things in my life where I feel that without faith, I would have been a lot more lost. So, I know in the Bible it says if someone has faith the size of a mustard seed, he can move a mountain. So I would imagine that most of us don't have even a quarter of a hair of faith. So, let's pray for faith. So, anyway, I hope you enjoyed this, and tomorrow we will read some other verses from John chapter 1. Thanks for listening.